I was living in Phuket. So at some point, the idea was, okay, why not have a support office in Phuket? Okay. Plus, you have a lot of, this, I don't know if you want to call them digital nomads, the people coming to Phuket, they enjoy Phuket, they want to spend some time in Phuket. So I thought, oh, maybe it's a good place. Okay. My experience with Phuket is the first day, people are very enthusiastic. The second day, they're late. And the third day, they don't show up in the office because, it was very nice weather and good waves and they wanted to do some surfing. So then that's why we decided, okay, let's move to Bangkok. And then in Bangkok, now I wanna have this office in Bangkok because I think for our business, it's key, it's crucial that we have people working together with, in the same space. Because otherwise, very quickly you run into trouble. When we deal with a client, there is a KYC part. Who is the client? Okay, what is his business? Then the client will start using the account. So there is what we call transaction monitoring. Again, according to regulation, that's something we have to do. Then you have customer support. You have operation. The client that processes a payment, as I said, they may be a fine with the payment. We want to sort it out. So the reality of this business is, if you want to make the business grow, if you want to make the client happy, it's very important that this different team that I've just mentioned, KYC, transaction monitoring, customer support, operation, that they communicate with each other, okay? There are some information that are behind the wall. There are some compliance information that cannot be shared, for example, with customer support. But still, customer support shall know, okay, this account at the moment, there may be a problem. They don't know what is the problem. They know, okay? They know. So the thing is, if we were to have all these people work remotely, you lose too much information on a daily basis. When we prepared, this podcast, I told you, imagine at the moment we have maybe let's say 25 people working in those teams, maybe 30. Okay, I haven't done the exact counting. Imagine that each of this member, want to share 5 information a day. Okay, you multiply, let's say, by 20. That's 100 information a day. The reality is, if you are at home, you may share the first information early in the morning. But do you really think that you will share the other 4 information? And when I say 5 in a day, that's not a lot, it's more 10. You will spend the time to send a Slack message, send an email, give a phone call, WhatsApp call, whatever, to all the other people. The information gets lost, and after a while, it's a big, big chaos.
Right, so it's a game of telephone, and I think people can make the case for asynchronous communication, but not if you need to literally collaborate on the spot, and now you're losing a ton of efficiency.
To a certain extent, you can do that, but I don't think you can do that, on a regular basis every day, a good number of time. If you work in the same office, the reality is there is an issue and information you want to share. Okay, I just turn to you and say, hey, Scott, by the way, done. Okay, yes. And if I want to share the information with Scott and 2 other people, they are also in the same room, and then, hey, Scott, X and Y, and then this is done. Okay, and if you have a question, you can reply back. I'm sure people watching this podcast will consider that I'm a bit old style and I don't understand, blah blah blah. But okay, I have a strong opinion on that. I think it would be very critical to run this business, and dangerous. I would even say dangerous. We would put the business at risk if we will not have this opportunity. And here I'm speaking only about the operation side of the business, but that's the same with the tech. There is nothing that the tech team will do that is not, I would say, initiated by another team in the company. And having this possibility to, discuss with, people in our tech team, meet, on a regular basis, face-to-face meeting, they can draw something on the board for those of us who are not tech and understand the problem. I think that has a lot of value, and I don't think any of that can be replaced with remote work. Still, okay, we have some remote work. I'm not like an ayatollah against remote work. So we have remote work every Wednesdays. There are a few weeks a year that every employee can pick up and decide, okay, I will work from home, but I still want to keep the majority of the work to be done here in this.
If you enjoyed this clip and want to watch more like it, click here. And if you want to watch the full video, click here.